In this video, I will be giving you an example of how to complete the activities for the Conducting Research for an Informational Article handout. As a reminder, please make sure that your name and homeroom are on your assignment. When conducting research, you're going to be using the same sources that you found when you were locating sources for your informational article. The first thing you need to do is record the name of the website. If we go back to the same website I used earlier, it was called eyewitnesstohistory.com, and the page I'm on is the Black Death 1348. So I'm going to record that here. Once I've recorded that, the next thing I need to record is the website's URL. URL stands for Universal Resource Locator. Basically, it's just the web address. It's what you would type into an internet browser to find this source again. So I would find it up here in this address bar, and you're going to record the URL here on your paper. Once you've done that, you need to read the article on your own and write down notes in your own words. You are required to write down a minimum of 4 pieces of information and a maximum of 3 quotes. So what I need to do is go back to my article and take a moment to read. Okay, now I'm back. So I took some time and I read the article, and now what I need to do is I need to go back to my worksheet and I need to record the information that I learned. So once I've read the article, I'm going to begin recording some of the information. All right, so when I did my reading, I learned that between 25 to 50% of Europe's population caught the plague. I also learned that there were 3 different forms of the plague. That was the bubonic, swelling lymph nodes, there was the pneumonic, which was respiratory, and the septicemic attacked the blood. When I read this article, it included writing by someone who actually lived through the plague, and because this is a first-hand source, that would make a lot of the stuff that's written in the rest of this article great for quoting, as someone who lived through this plague is considered an expert. So I'm going to go ahead and add a quote here. All right. So I'm going to add this quote here. I'm going to just copy and paste it in. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and finish filling this out. I'm going to pause the video, and then I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. Okay, so now I am finished. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces of information. Remember, I only had to have 4, but I ended up writing down 8 important things. So it might be a good idea to write small because you're going to need to be able to fit a lot of information in this section. I only wrote down 2 quotes because I only found 2 that I thought were absolutely necessary to get my point across once I actually write my article. So I wrote both of those down. And notice my quotes are in quotation marks. But the one thing that I did forget to do is I forgot to go back to my article and write down the name of the person who said this. So the name of the person who said this was Giovanni Boccaccio. So I need to write down this person's name. That way I can give him credit later on. Whoops. There we have it, and I am done. So now what I need to do is repeat the same process for my second website that I found previously. I need to do this for the third one as well. Find a fourth website and repeat this process for that fourth website.